Hey all, Dr. Adam here. Wanted to continue the video series on the lymphatic system. And did you know that your lymphatic system is really important for your body to digest or absorb fat? So this is kind of interesting. So the human body absorbs fat primarily in the small intestine when bile is released from your gallbladder to help break it down. There's also enzymes from your pancreas that are released called lipase, which helps to break that down. And then once the fatty acid chains are broken down into smaller particles, then they can be absorbed or transferred around the body. So let's talk about that. So first of all, digestion of fat happens in the stomach. The enzymes start breaking down, like gastric lipase. Basically makes it into larger fat globules. Then in the small intestine is where the emulsification happens. So basically combining bile, which again is released from the gallbladder, the liver creates it, and then it starts to emulsify or combine everything so that the enzymatic process of digesting and breaking down can continue. Then in the small intestine, your pancreas releases a lipase, again, making them into smaller compounds. Because fats, when we eat them, are in chains or fatty acid chains. Then when they're broken down, they become free fatty acids or smaller things, or monoglycerides. So free fatty acids and monoglycerides. So that glycerol backbone is then broken, and that chain is broken apart so that your body can absorb and then utilize them. So now, how does the absorption and reassembling happens? Well, it happens, within the intestinal cells. They actually break down and then are packaged with cholesterol and fat-soluble vitamins into larger lipoproteins, which are called chylomicrons. So I know I'm throwing a lot of terms out here, but this is where your lymphatic system then enters. So chylomicrons, or let's say everything's broken down, emulsified, blended together, you could say, and then reassembled into these packages. Chylomicrons are too large to pass directly into the bloodstream. So then your lymphatic system moves these cells around and can carry that into the bloodstream and be distributed around the body for either energy production, going into things like the Krebs cycle, or how your metabolism creates energy within yourself, or if you eat too much fat or have too much in the diet, it can store in fat cells. So that part is often overlooked, or within the lymphatic system, how that package can move things around your body. But I wanted to introduce that or talk about that because maybe you have never thought about how fat is absorbed into your body or how fat is broken down. I also want to point out that your body will prioritize healthier fats and neglect less healthy fats. So let's say that again. So things like essential fatty acids must come from your diet. Your body, cannot produce certain levels of that. So essential fatty acids, and your body putting a priority or a tag on this, is why having an omega-3 or a fish oil supplement into your body can absolutely be beneficial, because then those omega-3s, which are considered like the healthier fats, and your body's going to absorb and digest those faster than maybe other ones. So if you, let's say, consumed X amount of fat in a meal, but you started or you put in a omega-3 supplement to start, then your body's going to prioritize that type of fat. Now, if you are having too much fat in your diet, this happens sometimes with like a keto diet, or where somebody's maybe cutting carbs but prioritizing fat. You may notice like floating stools or too much fat because it's passing through your body, and your body is probably still storing some fat out of that, but that's another thing to look for. So that's another reason why there's a high priority on if you don't eat 2 to 3 servings of fish per week. I know Dr. Mario just did a very good video explaining the benefits of omega-3s. So I know in the past videos talking about the lymphatic system, we talked about the link with the immune system, the link with the nervous system, but here's another link to how important your lymphatic system is for digesting, absorbing healthy fats. So important for your fat soluble vitamins like vitamin A, D, E, and K. And always hope this video is informative and helping you stay happy, healthy, and strong.